Welcome to a trip down memory lane, where we unearth some of the most divisive moments in gaming history. From always online requirements to mandatory accessories, some console features left gamers divided and sparked heated debates. Today, we're diving into the most controversial console features ever released, how they were received, and the lasting impact they had on the gaming world. Get ready to relive the console wars, the tech demos that promised the world, and the features that left us scratching our heads. Let's boot up the controversy and explore the features that made gamers rage quit. Alright gamers, let's rewind back to 2013. The gaming world was on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting the successor to the Xbox 360. Enter the Xbox One, shrouded in controversy from the get-go, all thanks to one little feature: always online DRM. Microsoft's vision was bold, some might even say too bold. The Xbox One initially required a constant internet connection, even for single-player games. The backlash was swift and fierce. In a surprising turn of events, Microsoft backtracked, reversing the always online requirement. Now it's time to journey back to 2012, when Nintendo, the house that Mario built, was no stranger to shaking things up. But with the Wii U, their attempt at innovation left gamers, well, a little confused. The star of the show was the Wii U gamepad. This chunky controller with its built-in touchscreen promised to revolutionize gaming. Nintendo showcased the gamepad's potential for asymmetric gameplay and off-TV play, but it ultimately struggled to find its footing. Third-party developers were hesitant to fully embrace the gamepad's unique capabilities. Many games felt like they were shoehorning in gamepad functionality. The result? A library of games that often felt like missed opportunities. The Wii U gamepad, despite its shortcomings, planted the seeds for something truly special. The Switch refined the gamepad's ideas into a winning formula. Let's rewind back to 2006, a time when high-definition gaming was the stuff of dreams. Sony, riding high on the success of the PlayStation 2, was ready to usher in a new era with the PlayStation 3, but there was one small problem: the price. The PS3 launched at a staggering $599 for the high-end model. Gamers were used to consoles being relatively affordable, but this was a whole new level. The high price tag was a direct result of the PS3's cutting-edge technology, particularly its powerful cell processor. Sony was betting big that gamers would be willing to pay a premium for the most advanced gaming experience available. But the gaming community was divided. The PS3's high launch price cast a shadow over its early years, impacting sales and fueling the flames of the console wars. They eventually lowered the PS3's price, making it more accessible to a wider audience. The PS3's journey from overpriced underdog to gaming powerhouse is a testament to the power of course correction and the enduring appeal of a strong game library. Let's fast forward to 2013, a time when motion controls were all the rage thanks to the Wii's runaway success. Microsoft, not wanting to be left behind, decided to jump on the bandwagon with the Kinect for Xbox One. The Kinect, a motion-sensing camera, was designed to revolutionize how we interacted with our consoles. But there was a catch. The Kinect was mandatory. Every single Xbox One came bundled with a Kinect, whether you wanted it or not. This decision immediately raised eyebrows and sparked a wave of controversy. Gamers were frustrated with being forced to pay extra for a peripheral they might not even want. The mandatory Kinect also ignited privacy concerns. The backlash against the mandatory Kinect was significant, contributing to the Xbox One's rocky start. Microsoft eventually released a version of the Xbox One without the Kinect, giving gamers the choice they had been demanding. Chapter 5. Dreamcast ahead of its time. Let's journey back to 1999, a time when dial-up internet was still the norm and online gaming was in its infancy. Sega, a company known for taking risks, decided to bet big on the future with the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast holds a special place in gaming history as the first console to feature built-in online capabilities. The Dreamcast came bundled with a modem allowing players to access SegaNet, an online service that offered multiplayer gaming, web browsing, and even email. But here's the thing: the Dreamcast's online capabilities, while groundbreaking, were ultimately hampered by the limitations of the time. Dial-up connections were slow and prone to disconnections, making online gaming a frustrating experience for many. The Dreamcast's online features, while innovative, were ultimately underutilized. The Dreamcast story is a bittersweet one, a tale of a console that was ahead of its time. Chapter 6. N64 Expansion Pack, more memory, more money. Now, let's rewind to 1999. The Nintendo 64, with its cartridge-based games, was facing stiff competition from the CD-ROM-powered PlayStation. To stay in the game, Nintendo released the Expansion Pack, a hardware upgrade that plugged into the N64's memory slot. The Expansion Pack essentially doubled the N64's RAM from 4 MB to 8 MB, a significant boost for the time. This extra memory allowed developers to create games with larger textures, higher resolutions, and more complex geometry. But the Expansion Pack wasn't without its critics. Some gamers felt that Nintendo was nickel and diming them by releasing a hardware upgrade mid-generation. The N64 Expansion Pack, despite the controversy, demonstrated the potential for hardware upgrades to extend the lifespan of a console and enhance the gaming experience. Chapter 7, PSP Death by UMD. Let's travel back to 2004. Sony, riding high on the success of the PlayStation 2, was ready to conquer the handheld gaming market with the PlayStation Portable, better known as the PSP. The PSP was a technological marvel, boasting a sleek design, a beautiful widescreen display, and the ability to play console-quality games on the go. But there was one key decision that would ultimately hinder the PSP's success: the UMD format. UMD, which stood for Universal Media Disc, was Sony's proprietary optical disc format for the PSP. The discs were expensive to produce, slow to load, and prone to scratches. The high cost of UMD games, coupled with the rise of digital distribution platforms like the PlayStation Store, made the format feel increasingly outdated. The PSP, despite its impressive hardware and strong game library, ultimately couldn't overcome the shortcomings of the UMD format. The PSP's story serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of choosing the right format in a rapidly evolving technological landscape. From always online requirements to motion sensing cameras and proprietary disc formats, the history of gaming is littered with controversial features that divided gamers and sparked heated debates. These features, while often met with resistance, forced us to confront important questions about game ownership, technological innovation, and the evolving relationship between gamers and the companies that create the games we love. Looking for more deep dives into gaming history? Check out our video on the most underrated gaming consoles of all time to discover more forgotten innovations that shaped the gaming world. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our next gaming history adventure. Until next time, keep those controllers warm and those debates civil.